that's good. How does it fit into, like we're talking about style of all the fleet and everything, how does it fit into the style of the other ships at the moment? How much consideration do you have to put into
that? So we I shouldn't begin with every sentence with that. The blade fits in with the other ships.
Just start that one again, just to keep looking at me.
Right. The blade is a bit of a smaller ship as compared to many of the other Vandal ships, as it's just a single-seat fighter, which goes inside many of our ships to gets redeployed at a later stage. So the blade is
Relax there,
yeah, you're right. The blade is a smaller ship compared to many of the other Vandal ships, as it's supposed to be a smaller vessel that gets deployed during attacks, such to defend and attack other bigger ships. Or maybe I shouldn't say that actually. I'm not completely sure about the gameplay purposes of it. It's just supposed to be a very small, agile fighter, similar to the Gladius in size.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. What about the kind of landing gear that comes round?
Yeah. So the ship lands by. Take that again. So the landing procedure for the blade is. The landing procedure for blade works by. Yeah. The landing procedure for the blade works by. The idea behind the blade's landing mechanism is that the wings fold in towards the cockpit, and then there's a panel that pops off underneath the wing itself on both sides, which then acts as the landing gear. And in the back there's the ribs which just fold out and reveal the main landing gear in the back, which just acts as a counterbalance to the rest of it, as otherwise it just tip over. I don't feel that's a very good answer, to be honest.
That's all right. We can get more on landing gear and stuff from Jeff as well, because he's kind of setting all that up, won't he? So that's cool. Okay. And can you sort of just tell us how difficult it was? Before we had to reset, were you talking about it not being a replica but being a captured ship? Would we go into
yeah. The ship is supposed to be the blade is supposed to be a captured Vandal ship, which all right. So the blade is supposed to be a captured Vandal fighter, an enemy ship, and which has been converted slightly for human use. So I'll take that again. The blade has been. The blade is an enemy ship that has been captured by the human forces to I'm
you weren't sure about it?
No, it's I'm a little bit unsure.
Try
yeah.
a bit still.
Yeah,
Right.
you're right. You're right.
Yes.
There is there has been some mixed signals, I guess, from the other teams. So I'm a little bit unsure about it. One of the lead designers told me it was supposed to just be a straight-up captured Vanduul ship, and one of the lead writers told me it was supposed to be a captured Vanduul ship which had some of the systems converted for human use and such. So there's a few mixed signals, so I'm not completely sure about what to answer there. I guess I could just say it's supposed to be a captured enemy ship, and then just leave it at that.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't know the whole kind of story behind it, we could probably just skip that. I just thought it might be a nice kind of addition to kind of set up the ship. Well, I mean, does it fit into a story as a captured ship? Or?
I'm not completely sure. I don't know enough about the single-player campaign, but it's going to be used in the Vanduul fleet at least, and it's going to be flyable by players in the multiplayer. That's about all I know about it.
Okay, no problem. Was it kind of difficult to create this whole look and feel? Could you just describe the look and feel of this again for me and tell us what went into that?
So the look and feel of the ship is a bit it's a bit tricky to really nail, as there's a lot of curves going into each other. So it takes quite a bit of iteration to really get something workable using that. But in the end, I think it really paid off, as it looks really quite nice, and it's a unique style compared to most of the other ships, as they're much more grounded in what you would kind of expect to see in a spacecraft.
Yeah, is that the main challenge then, sort of reconciling all these different the curvature of it?
Yeah, part of the main challenge was to make all the curves flow into each other. Try to balance all the smooth curves with the more spiky, aggressive shapes, and there was also the issue of scale, where there's not really that much you can really reference it. There isn't really that much you can use to get the scale reference for it. There is the cockpit, of course, with the glass windows, but other than that, there is not much you can really gauge the scale by.
That's good. And so, do you think players are going to like this ship? Like, what are they going to like about it?
Yeah, I think the players are mostly going to like how different it is from many of the other ships, and it's supposed to be a quite powerful one as well. It's supposed to be lined up. I'm not completely sure where it actually matches the other ships. I think it's supposed to be matched up to the Hornet, I believe. I'm not completely sure about that, so I probably shouldn't say too much.
Okay. Right, we'll leave it there then.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.